How to strength train at home. 6 tips for beginners. I have used with myself and with my clients to get results. Plus, pain-free results. Who doesn't like that? All right, the first one. So when COVID hit, as we all know, everyone was in lockdown, and I was staying in it's like a 450 square foot studio apartment and literally had nothing. Any hoodles. With that being said, I couldn't get to the gym. I literally used whatever I had. So for example, I use water jugs. I got my backpack, put things into it. And the easiest thing is I just use my body weight. And so I've used those lessons through COVID to not only help me if I'm traveling or if I don't want to go to the gym and I just want to stay home, or for my clients that I help via online, it can be done. The steps are simple and it's easy if you want it to be easy. So let's get to it. If my rug or my couch or my cans of tuna can help me build strength, so can yours. Now, if you already have equipment, perfect. The more tools you have, the better. So if you have a barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, bands, beautiful, amazing. These principles are going to help you make things just a little bit more easier for you. If you don't, that's where the creativity comes in, and it's just going to be a lot more entertaining to tell your friends what you've been doing and how you got to your goals. So you can go anywhere where you want to create, I like to say, like zones. So be creative. It can be your living room, your garage, your backyard. It really doesn't matter. The local park. Just find a spot where you feel comfortable doing it. The equipment that you have, so if you have already purchased things, those are tools. Those are great. But even though you have the tools does not mean that you're going to create enough stimulus to cause change. So at the end of the day, it's about the stimulus you make and not necessarily the cool $150, I'm making numbers up, equipment that you have. It really doesn't. It's what you do with that equipment, or in this case, just your body or tuna. If you don't have equipment, I'm just going to destroy that objection for you. It doesn't matter. Just be consistent with the tools God gave you, which is our body. Tip number 2. If you're constantly in pain, and pain can mean a lot of things. It can mean joint pain. It could be physical pain, like your muscles are just really tired. Third could be mental, like you're just over it. You're overtrained. Spiritually, you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. I have no motivation. It's probably because you don't have a routine and you don't know how many times you should be working out. Hey, Jack, come bud. Jack's my cat. He talks so much. If you're a beginner, 2 to 3 times a week is just fine for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you can stay consistent just with that, then over time it will become a habit and you'll enjoy it, hopefully, and then you can advance from there. I personally, in my schedule, because it's not consistent, I'm a personal trainer, right? I like it to be consistent, but it's not. So what I do is intentionally I block out time for myself. It's like, okay, this is how I physically can care or fulfill Sierra's needs for today or for this part of the week, however you like to say it. Yo, bro, get out of my kitchen. Now, when it comes to how much rest you need in between, that's why I think 2 to 3 days a week is good. So if you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, get creative with it. There's no magical day to do it on. Just get it done. But make sure you have days in between so you can recover and repair. That's the whole point of strength training, is we want to create enough damage and then enough time to recover so that we can build more strength upon that. All right, so tip 3 is just forget about any leg day, chest day, back day. We just need to get into the routine. It's just that simple. We are creatures of habits and also patterns. And so let's treat our bodies like patterns and not parts. As you advance, you can treat individual parts. Oh, thank you, sir, for knocking that down. I love you, but can you go? Okay, bye-bye. Okay, 6 things you just want to think about when you're creating a full body workout to build strength is a push, a pull, a hinge, a squat, and a press, and then throw in some core. Literally, Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, literally those things, and a whole bunch of exercises will pop up. It's pretty simple. We're just trying to build our foundation. We're not trying to get nitty-ditty with the details and not make it complicated. Once you figured out which exercises to do, I personally would make sure I'd have a set of exercises that I really want to, let's say, master, and I do it correctly, and then I can change it up. I don't want to change it up all the time. But like I said, we want to practice so that we can get better, so we can be efficient and get the most out of our workout and our time. Within that, it's super simple, 2 to 3 sets, think 10 to 15 reps per time, pretty simple. And make sure you take a rest break in between. That's important too. But tip 4 is half reps, build half strength, and can cause injuries and muscular imbalances. What do I mean by that? Let's take something that everyone knows. Let's think about a squat. Let's pretend that, okay, idea. We're doing a squat. This is your knee, and then pretend like your legs are like right here. It's such a great diagram. Such a great diagram. So you're going into your squat. Let's pretend you squat down, but your butt, this is not really a good analogy. Scratch that. Let's say you're doing a squat, and your squat is not going down to at least parallel with the floor, or let's say, think of 90 degrees. If you can't get your knees to be aligned with your hips, that is not at least the minimum, because you can go deeper, and that's in the future. Minimum. The lowest, I should say, expectation I have for myself and for my clients. So let's pretend you can't get there. There's a lot of things that could happen. 1, let's pretend you have joint pain. Ideally, you want to get full range of motion. And when I mean full range of motion, I mean active range of motion. So squats, let's pretend it's quad focus. So if you're only getting, let's say, halfway down, and your knees and your hips are not in alignment with each other, to me that's the minimum. You can go deeper, but we're just talking about minimum right here to prevent joint pain. Then you're not going to get the most out of the exercise. Also, you're more likely to injure yourself if all of a sudden you wanted to go into a deeper squat with heavier weight. Think of it kind of like this. I'll use myself. I play tennis, and I had this tennis serve for the longest time, and when I got this new coach, my new coach was like, well, you can continue using that serving technique, but it's only going to get you so far. Or you can relearn everything, start from the bottom again, and we can build our way up. So I chose the second route because, 1, I was getting wrist pain, and I'd have to wear like a brace every time I play tennis, especially in matches. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to be paining more, and also I want to get better and be more efficient. So think of it like that. Either we can take care of things now, or in the future you'll have to, or option C is you hurt yourself, and I hope you don't want that. With that being said, I also like to consider the no pain zone. So let's pretend you can't get to knees in alignment with your hips because you feel hip, lower back, knee pain. This is where the no pain zone comes into play. So only work your active range of motion where you feel no joint pain. Over time, you will get stronger and you can get deeper into that squat because you're building that muscular, foundation. Then as time goes on too, you can actually address those things and correct them in order for you to prevent that pain from coming back again. Tip 5 is the smartest workout you can do is actually not work out. Crazy, right? So this is something I practice and I slowly develop with my clients. It's important for before you just go into any workout is to assess what your body's telling you and what it's feeling. So if you sit down and take a few breaths, you can meditate, whatever, but listen to your body. Is your body saying, hey, I'm strung out, or I have a raging headache, or I have so much muscle fatigue, or I'm exhausted, or I feel like I'm mentally just pushing myself just to get through the motions of this workout? Then we're going to pivot. Don't do the workout. Take a rest day. Rest day can mean not working at all. Could be a walk. Could be stretching. It could be mobility. It could be getting on if you have a bike, ride a bike, do something else. And sometimes not moving your body is the right thing to do, because think of it long term. So strength progress equals stress, which is the actual workout, plus recovery. So sometimes you need an extra recovery day, and to stick to a plan and be 100% on point every time is not realistic. We're not machines, not yet at least. We're humans. And, consistency fluctuates. Discipline is just staying on that fluctuation and not dropping off when you're at a quote-unquote low point. Tip 6 is just a recap. So what I like to do, especially when I have enough time, is to lay down and do box breathing meditation. And once again, what is my body trying to tell me? What is Jack trying to tell me today? So at the end of your workouts, do this assessment. Listen to your body. I like to get to the point where I feel so much peace. I can kind of figure out what my body's telling me. What muscle has been really challenged today? Which one hasn't? Do I feel joint pain? Why do I feel joint pain? What could I have done better? Did I work out as hard as I could have done for the capacity I had that day? Or I also think, okay, I think I pushed a little too hard. What do I need to do right now or throughout the day in order for me to recover better for tomorrow? So it sets me up for success. So when I go into my next workout, I can go into the hopefully 100% of my work capacity. Another cool thing about this too is when you meditate and you breathe, it brings your body into a parasympathetic state. So when you work out, you're in sympathetic. You're up, you're high, you're rushing. It's tons of adrenaline that's going on right now. Let's say if you were to continue throughout that day, you'd probably be high strung for a little bit. It's not very optimal for recovery. So if you were to eat, your body wouldn't absorb as much as it should. So if you can bring your heart rate down, bring your body into more rest and a relaxed, peaceful state, recovery is going to be so much easier for you, and I think people would probably want to interact with you a little bit more if you have that peace. So if I were to summarize what strength building is an opportunity for me to not only get stronger, be healthier long term, but to honor my body. Let me take care of you so you can take care of me, so I can take care of other people. It's just, the circle of life. That's just how I think of things. But take care of your body, nurture it, take care of you. Ask yourself after every session, did I honor my body during this workout? Keep it that simple. If you're trying to build strength and you hurt yourself in the process by pushing too hard, or did you push yourself just enough to create that stimulus in order for you to recover so you can do what you need to do and to honor yourself and other people in your life? Now, we've talked a lot about the structure, I guess you can say, of a workout plan for strength training, but none at all when it comes to what you do to recover, essentially. And if you would like some guidance or some support when it comes to that, feel free to download in the link below my pain-free blueprint. Super cool, super easy. It literally goes by portions of the body, and there's videos that go along with it. So it's super easy, and it's quite convenient, which is nice. So feel free, download it. Each section should take no more than 7 minutes. In fact, a lot of them are a lot shorter. But other than that, I hope you enjoy this. You got something out of it, and you enjoyed my cat, Jack, even though he was slightly irritating today. We still love him. Peace.